Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready, break. 44 Mike. Check, check. Bandit. Bandit. Ready, go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Will wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch. Gone, gone. Let's go.
A run for Nick Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Topper, topper. Bang, 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 bang. 6 guys. Check 6. Oh. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Kick the edge, kick the edge. Come, come. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Love. And that's caught by Smith. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. What's the run? They're running it. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Back, back, back. Yep. I got motion. I got motion. Hot, hot.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, check.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And a run past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. Off to consistent on fumbles. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shit.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Chubb on second down, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
He's coming. We got number.
Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Let's go, defense. Let's
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll run on first down. Foreman, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
No.
Now Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Mike Fofo. Man, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Check. You got tape. Ready, go.
shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch it, here, switch it. Tight dog.
Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mike spot 4. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Tighten up. Check 9. Henry. 54's Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. You also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We go. Yep. Four to Mike. Mike's go. Ready, go.
They run. Chubb. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Back to throw. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
Sometimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I got you, I got you. Watch it, watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood.
To throw is Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our trip. Check 37.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That one complete to Hill.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch the slant. Trump. Wide, get wide. Watch the edge.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the run.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Mike 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the 40 now on on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Strip that ball. Come on. Hey, watch out. Check right, 50.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off back.
Touchdown, Titans! Nick Chubb, 60 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch the slant. Go. Jim. Look small. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Target.
Here's Jackson to throw. James has got it. Complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Watch 54.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Intended for Richie James. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Hill. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out a fourth down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading the play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Titans are going to recover the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Bryant who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert three, alert three, alert three.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. Switch.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the ground, it's Chubb. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let him know.
Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And give them a gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm on.
On 2nd down, it's Hill, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Mike 5-4. Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're... And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check 26. Switch.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Shit. Watch twist. Wide.
And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Check, 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 check.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Set, ready. Now to move. Right, my four. Check, go. Check three, check three.
On second down now, it's Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
What the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get that quarterback. And he's crashing. He's checking crack.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Down. 90. Wolf. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Hatchet. Hatchet. Recon. 132 fight. Show it. Let's go.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I know you feel that.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Down south. 52. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Love. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Check 13. Check 13.
Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
James has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's James. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Will look to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Big edge. Go, go. Check. Check hot route. Hot dogs off. Back. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, check. Let us.
A give. This is Chubb. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Set. San Lobo. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Sears. Watch the Sears. Box shot. Sears. 61. Matchbox. Right. Out. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember the... So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Big night. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They tried to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there in overtime. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. 44 to Mike. 44, Leo. We own them. Go.
Chubb will get the call run left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. They come out here in the eye. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's gonna score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But